Then back down here in the Oregon district. Good old Dayton. Standing in the middle of the road. Look at this snow. Every time I come down here, I just can't stop. It gets to me how we had a mass shooting down here almost 2 years ago. But this little street here is kind of like a miniature Bourbon Street. And I'm standing at the spot right here. If you look at the mass shooting we had here with Connor Betts. And this is where the police came down this alley right here, because he came up this street right here and he was shooting. But this is where you can see the police that came out right about here, and they aimed over that way in front of Ned Peppers, and they took him out in front of this doorway right here. But they shot him 56 times. He was only able to fire for 32 seconds. But in that time, he killed 8 people. And you can see the footage from right here where people tried to run inside the bar. But every time I come down here, I have to stop by here. I'm coming down here to get me something to eat. This is where all good food is. Right here is our Dayton Strong that's been up ever since they killed Connor Betts right here. This is where the police took him out. He was trying to get inside of Ned Peppers here, which is like basically an open dance floor, and he still had 150 rounds on him. You can see some of the bullet holes still. They got plugged up here. And then there's a couple over here and up against the wall there and over there. Yeah, they took him out right here, the mass shooter, where he died. Right there. And along this sidewalk here, there were 2 bodies right here. Another one over here. This is where the bodies were. You can also see bullet holes right up in here. You can see the bullet holes there. They took this window out and they shot right through. This is our one of our only marijuana labs here, but a bullet went right through the leaf. But you know, this is where the bodies were, right in here. You can see bullet holes that were patched up in here. But this is our Oregon district. Yeah, I came out here and I did an interview with the Washington Post. Caught me out here. The bodies were laying right in here. There were about 5 of them. If you look at the footage, he came from over there. There's footage of him. He was in this bar right here. Then you can see him walking back to his car and footage. But he came from out of that alley right there and straight across this street where I'm standing. And he fired. He killed his sister. And there was a hot dog, a taco stand right there in front of Blind Bob's. And he, when he came around that corner, he killed his sister and another man that was there just getting tacos. And he died in his son's arms. Well, this is a creepy place, you know. Now, but it didn't shut any. It didn't really, you know, because Dave Chappelle, the comedian, he doesn't live far from Dayton, and he came out here and he did a concert, a free concert right up the street there, and he had Stevie Wonder with him and Chance the Rapper, and Jon Stewart was out here. But now, just in the wintertime, it's about 11 o'clock. It's kind of peaceful out here. Yeah, but just going back through here. I'll wait for this van. It looks a little like New Orleans. There's footage of Connor Betts inside of that Blind Bob's about a half hour before he did the shooting. He really had no signs of what he was doing. See, we got the cobblestone roads. And on the weekends out here, I mean, it is a blast. Yeah, but he came from right here. He came up this little alley right here. He came from back, and this is where he started shooting at. Like I said, he killed 2 people right there under where that sign is. And I smell all this food down here. We gotta wait for 11 o'clock for it to open up. This is where the really good shops and food are at. And I'm bundled up because it's like 6 degrees outside here. Those cameras right there caught him coming down this alley loaded up. This is where he it's kind of strange to walk the path of somebody that's just planning on killing people randomly. I had on my other channel that's gone now. I had the whole thing broke down. But this is the historic district in Dayton, and these are some old houses, but they're absolutely beautiful, and a lot of them are restored and stuff. I mean, some of them are. There's a couple of them down here that are $1 million and $1.5 million. You wouldn't think that by looking here. But right here is where we're back behind. Right here is where Connor Betts stopped and loaded up. He took his backpack off and he loaded up because he came from down this alley here. He was parked over by where Jay's Seafood is. Look at this beautiful house right here. And there's footage of him walking through this alley with his sister and a friend of theirs. And about an hour before. I believe that when he stopped right over there to load up, he texted his sister to ask where she's at. And she was telling him, I'm going outside to get a taco or something from the taco stand outside of Blind Bob's. And somebody went, for some reason, he targeted her. A lot of people think it's because she was living a secret life, that she was actually gay, and she wouldn't come out. Look how beautiful this house is. Some of them apartments that look old, but they're really nice on the inside. And you're looking at the 1910 era here homes. You know, like I said, a madman walking down this alley right here planning on doing nothing but kill people. It's kind of cool. Oh, I smell a clove. Somebody's got a clove lit somewhere. I can smell it. I love the smell of clove. I used to smoke them. Oh, that's why. Herbs and seasonings, sodas and ice cream. See, I'm going to get something to eat when I get done doing this. Hey, Land Rover. But he came from this alley right here to that alley. There's footage of him walking through here. Like I said, you can see on the Ohio Star YouTube channel where I did an interview with the Washington Post, because I came down here the next morning and I was able to get footage of the bodies and everything else before they pulled them away. And people don't realize how dangerous that these these ice things are. Let one of them drop about 40 feet and hit you in the back and see what happens. There's nothing like a good view of a dumpster. I'm coming up on Jay's Seafood Place. It's one of the best places to eat in Dayton. Especially if you like seafood. Jay's Kitchen right there. But coming through here, they still sell vinyl albums in there, by the way. Hey, there's our city. That's cool. When Connor Betts parked, when he parked his car, when he comes back to his car to load up with all his ammo, he parked right there, and there's footage of him from that house in there that the police have. There's also footage from the back here of him, you know, coming back here and getting his gear and going back through there and shooting people up. Like I said, it's like 6 degrees out here today. and I was out here. I come down here and get me something to eat. I gotta wait till 11 o'clock for these good places to. I want to go to Lily's Bistro. I think I'm gonna have me. I think I want to have a lamb sandwich, boars and cheese on ciabatta bread. That's what I think I want to get over here at Lily's. Sliced lamb. Lily's is right over here. Yeah, that train is kind of noisy, ain't it? Yeah, but right in here is where big counter bets came. He parked his car here, driving the whole Corolla. You see this still making music? They sell the best of music. And we got Black Lives Matter up all over the place down here. But that's where I'm gonna eat over there, is Lily's Bistro, I believe. Isn't that cool? Marvin Gaye. Lost album. Free Love. Tito's is open for carry out, huh? Sorry about the train, maybe it's noisy. They've always had a strong police presence out here because when people come to Dayton, they like to come down here. We get a lot of tourists that come down here. That's where I'm gonna eat at. Lily's Bistro. This is a really fancy restaurant. It's one of the 5 stars. It's Solar. There's all kinds of little hidden shops around here that have all kinds of good stuff. They have a comic book store down here. Yeah, this one's got valet parking and everything. You see all kinds of nice cars come through here. But nothing opens till 11. Well, speaking of nice cars, we have a really sharp Tesla coming through here. Yeah, that's a good car. One day, huh? AIG Diner, Newcomb's Tavern. Newcomb's Tavern has been around here for a long time. But this kind of reminds me, like how New Orleans was. There's our radio stations. MMX, TUE used to be there, WYDE. This is a really cool place to come down to when it's jumping. We support Black Lives Matter. Newcomb's is one of the famous places here in Dayton. Just walking back up the street. But anyways, I wait until 11 o'clock to get me something good to eat. Because, I'm trying to keep them food companies in business. I like to come down here where the small businesses are. And again, here's where he come out of the alley and started shooting at people down here. Yeah, I think he came down here because usually these streets are packed. And on Halloween, you can't even get through here. It's a block party. I mean, you can be down here drinking beer, smoking weed, cops don't even bother you. Anyways, I thought I'd share a quick walk with you before I get me something to eat. Ooh, PBR. Ugh, that's nasty. That's nasty. Uh-oh. And for those who like the XXX stores, you see that sign? I don't know how they get away with that stuff. Abe Lincoln with Haters Gonna Hate. BLM. Vintage store, vintage goods store. I'm not going there. Uh-oh, somebody got some goodies out there. Alright. We're doing net peppers. Yeah, that's where they took him out. Anyways, peace and chicken grease. Y'all be good to yourselves and each other.